Yeah, look, we'll level with you. We've not seen Uwe play before. He's come from soft tip darts. We've managed to glean little bits of information about him. But this will be our first proper look at seeing him play. He's 29 years old. He does train with Zoran Lurchbacher, who you might remember did make an appearance at the World Championships at Christmas. Zoran Lurchbacher, the man with a Bond villain's name and a geography teacher's face. But he's won the ball, Uwe Bacher, so 41. He has a slight advantage over the former Lakeside finalist in Dean Winstanley.
And just the small matter of a second round berth against Michael van Gerwen, awaiting the winner of this one.
42.
That would complete our second round lineup. 16 second round ties tomorrow. The afternoon session starting at 1 o'clock here in Salzburg, 12 o'clock midday if you're watching in the UK.
45. 59.
Well, scrappy start to this one. Yet to find the treble bed, or at least the treble bed they wanted. More like it from Uwe Bacher.
95.
Not sure if he's got a nickname, but if it's not Uwe Bacher, there's something seriously wrong with his mates. Walk-ons of Star Wars, everything.
Yeah, it's been interesting to know why Phantom of the Opera was his choice of walk-on music. Certainly something different.
He could at least come on with a mask or a cape or something. You gotta build your part. Everyone loves a gimme.
66.
And Dean Winstanley's reached one Players' Championship semi-final and 2 quarter-finals this year.
120.
In fact, he was in a quarter-final in Coventry last weekend, losing 6-5 to Ronnie Highbreaks in a very close game.
94.
He was really unfortunate there, Uwe Bacher, on his last visit. He had 120, but it looked like he had 60 on the floor, and that could have made all the difference in this leg. If he was looking at taking out 81 rather than 141, or for a start, he'd still be winning the chance after hitting a fat 5.
80. Do you require 100?
Oh, Winstanley with a chance here. Right, is it going to be 2 double tops for him? It is, you know. And he's going to take it out as well.
First flag.
Great work, Dean Winstanley.
Game on.
A classy way to open your account here at the Austrian Darts Open. The final first round match of this marathon session.
61.
Yeah, we've seen some performances today. Mensur Suljevic was brilliant in his closely fought game with Dennis Smith.
81.
Michael Smith was a standout performance, averaging 114.5 in the end. And the display from Terry Jenkins, well, too much for Max Hopp, but I think he'd have had too much for most people in the world.
Yes, and Vincent van der Voort looking good, seeing off his fellow Dutchman Christian Kist.
59.
Going very close to a 9-darter as well in that match.
Yeah, and the very first leg.
$100.
And we're told that Uwe was a keen footballer but had to give it up because of an injury. It's kind of his mates who pressed him into taking up darts as a result. Suddenly he finds himself on the big stage in his home country, taking on a former world finalist. You can look up his career earnings in darts, Uwe Bacher. He's got £1,000 for being here this weekend, which takes his total career earnings to £1,000. He has appeared, though, at a PDC tournament. It was
24.
PDC event
120.
back in Austria in 2011. Just didn't really register, made the last 256.
90.
Oh, Dean Winstanley so close to taking out the Shanghai finish there. Just going next door, but he will be back.
$57. Dean, you require 30.
Well, he may not go straight for this double 15. Oh, he did. And he's nailed it with his second dart. So completely vindicated. And Dean Winstanley
Game on.
takes a 2-0 lead.
Yes, a good solid start for the man from Buxton in Derbyshire.
Uwe Bacher with a maximum on his debut on the big stage on the European Tour. And it's the first maximum of the match.
60.
And Dean has qualified for all 4 of the European Tour events so far this year. Mixed success, reaching round 2 in the opening event in Hildesheim, before being seen off narrowly by Ian White, 6-5. He reached round 3 in Veldhoven, and a first round exit. Again, another very tight affair in Berlin, a 6-5 defeat by Steve Douglas. And let's see how far he can get this weekend
41.
with that prize money. As you say, Dan, £1,000 just for getting to this first round, and £20,000 going to the winner on Sunday night.
Yeah, well, I think the favourite to pick up that cheque will be Michael van Gerwen, the man who awaits the winner of this one.
41.
Slacked off from Winstanley, and he followed up with another there.
66.
Saved himself with the last one, though. Dean Winstanley knows if he can find the treble bird here, once would be good, twice
55.
would have put him in pole position for the leg, and it's not really worked out. So both of these guys looking at big finishes. The 136 is more inviting than the 134, but it's not one that's going to happen now for Uwe Bacher.
60. Dean, you require 134.
No, just gone a little bit off the boil, this leg. Well, he's knocked off the odd 4.
44. Or will you require 76?
Well, can Uwe Bacher get his first leg on the board? 16 for tops. Tops for Uwe Bacher.
36.
Oh, he wasn't far off, you know.
Dean, you require 90. 85. Or will you require 40?
Well, he went for the treble to leave himself a double rather than just flat 20 for bullseye. But he may be coming back here, Dean Winstanley. No, he's not. And Uwe Bacher gets a leg on the board.
4-16 to throw fast. Game on.
That's good to see, and he's deserved that. He has played well. Give him a little boost.
78.
Give the home fans here in the Salzburg Arena a little boost as well.
Well, he doesn't look
100.
like a great deal of phasing, but I'm sure under that purple shirt his heart's probably going 10 to the dozen.
140.
Better from Dean Winstanley. You can see that he's got the maximum of Uwe Bacher, but he's only managed to get over 100 on 2 more visits. But it's not exactly been a
100.
consistent performance from Winstanley either. He's got the upper hand in this one as he looks to hold his throw and re-establish that 2-leg lead. Did make the final of a Players' Championships in Barnsley back in February, did Dino. That's his best result to date this year. Got a bit of a hiding from Michael van Gerwen, lost it 6-1 in the end. He's had a couple of quarter-finals, as I think you mentioned one of them, in the Pro Tour in the last month or so. So he's in a bit of form, is Winstanley. telling me last night before we all sat down and watched the football that
84.
he knows it's there, he knows the talent is there. It's a different matter getting up there and producing it. Producing it when it really matters, producing it under pressure.
48.
I think you'll find a lot of darts players will tell you that.
Whereas he burst onto the PDC stage, didn't he, when he came over and hit a 9-darter in the 2013 World Championships at Ali Pali.
57.
Quite a way to make your mark. Double top then would make a mark.
Team shot on the 4 flag.
At 3-1, the lead now for the Englishman
Game on.
over the Austrian.
Yeah, he did have a great run in the Grand Slam as well. That was the year that Barney went on to win it.
140.
I thought for a moment he might have had his second maximum there, Uwe Bacher. But it's a ton 40. And that'll please him because he's not really been producing enough of those. He's got his nose in front in this leg. And this is a lot better from the 29-year-old. Apparently been playing darts for around about a decade.
Here comes Dino,
100.
looking for a maximum, but wasn't to beat. But yes, Uwe, a soft tip player
96.
prior to taking up the tungstens, and the soft tip darts popular in and around this part of Europe.
95.
Also very popular, very big out in the Far East as well, the soft tip game.
Yeah, massive. I think
85.
friends who've been out to Japan say parts of Tokyo you can't walk down the street without walking past a darts bar. And that's the hope. They have soft tip players that then graduate to playing steel tip.
112.
I've seen a couple of the Japanese players put in some big performances at big tournaments in the past. Everybody likes seeing Morihiro Hashimoto's name. Okay, Gary Anderson, a scare at the World Championships not so long ago, as Uwe Bacher.
73.
Well,
Then you require 120.
it would have been a nice one. So Winstanley starts on the ball, hits the 25. Treble 20 for double top is what he wants. Dean Winstanley for a 125.
105. Will we require 39?
Just dropped too low, as you saw Dean gesticulating with his hand. And double 16 then for Bacher. Slight adjustment next door to double 8.
23.
That was well
Then
wide.
you require 20.
There it is.
Shot on the 5th flag.
Double 10. A
Dean
4-1
Winstanley.
lead. It's a breaker
Second
throw.
is Dean to throw first. Game on.
And he's getting the job done here, Dean Winstanley. It may not be spectacular in the averages or big outshots or whatever, but he's getting the job done, getting over the line.
45.
And he'll look to finish off his opponent as quickly as he can, and then prepare for mighty Mike Van Gerwen. That's one of tomorrow evening's ties. Also in action tomorrow evening. Phil Taylor up against Alex Roy. Simon Whitlock up against Big John Henderson. That should be a goodie. And Michael Smith in devastating form tonight.
60.
He takes on Peter Wright, the last match of the evening session.
Yeah, it looks a good one, that one. Looks a good one. Peter Wright managing to win a floor
85.
tournament not that long ago, just a few weeks ago. It's a good looking ton, that, from Dean Winstanley. Still just 100 points though. And Uwe Bacher. Oh wow, that's a wild one.
45.
Well, he's not been able to seize the initiative, and Dean Winstanley will be hoping he can just edge closer to the finish. But
100.
oh, raises his eyes to the heavens there in thanks for a treble that he wasn't sure was coming.
You'll find all the details of tomorrow's
43.
order of play. They'll be posted tomorrow morning, possibly overnight as well. The schedule and all the details on the PDC.TV website.
121.
Yeah, make sure you turn up on time as well, because Vincent van der Voort is the first match on, and he nearly hit a 9-darter in his first leg today. If he starts tomorrow like he started today,
60.
you don't want to end up 2.5 minutes late, otherwise you might have missed a perfect leg of darts, as Dean Winstanley looks at 75, so 17 off leaves him 58. There's the 18 he wants, and he wants double top. A double top he gets, and Dean Winstanley is now just one leg away.
Game on.
Yes, a real mountain to climb now for the Austrian,
38.
who, given our surroundings here in Salzburg, may well be used to climbing mountains.
It certainly makes a change from the Barnsley Metrodome
125.
or the Ricoh Arena in Coventry. Slightly more picturesque setting here, surrounded by the mountains of Salzburg.
57.
Sure Dino will be trekking up one tomorrow and keeping himself fit with a mental preparation for his big game against Michael van Gerwen. We might just stay in bed and try and annoy Wes Newton, who I think he's rooming with this weekend.
43.
Yes, we'll see Wes in action tomorrow afternoon against the German Bernhard Reuth,
26.
who won his match earlier on today.
Yeah, came through against Salman Renyan. 6-1 winner. Maybe another 6-1 victory we see here.
55.
Bit more like it from Dean Winstanley, and he just threw that third dart, rattled it away. Commanding position here.
58.
Might be nice to finish on 110.
110.
Nice way to close this one out for Dean Winstanley. 90 left, and he wanted treble for double 18.
56.
But Uwe Bacher is some way back here. Oh.
140.
A decent visit from Uwe Bacher, but Dean Winstanley's looking at 54 for the match. Double top is what he wants. And double top is what he gets. It wasn't scintillating, it wasn't his best, but Dean Winstanley has got the job done. A 6-1 victory over the debutant Uwe Bacher. And Winstanley will take on Michael van Gerwen, the world champion and world #1. We will be back tomorrow, stream live through the PDC website and various bookmakers. And it's going to be Justin Pipe against Vincent van der Voort as your opening match. But as we've detailed, there are some huge games. The seeds enter tomorrow. Phil Taylor, Michael van Gerwen, Gary Anderson, they'll all be on the way. And Dean Winstanley has just made sure that he will join them. I'll have a few words from over the top with your MC Elmore Polka.